Hi everyone, I'm Guillaume from UBIqube Solution. In this video, I'm gonna to show you how the UBIqube application visibility and control module provides a powerful end-to-end integrated service management solution to identify, analyze and optimize application traffic. This module is based on NetFlow and the deep packet inspection and bar. The first step is to enable NetFlow on my device. I'm gonna to connect on the MSActivator, that is the device management framework powered by UBIqube. It is a web-based, so I just need a web browser to reach my application. Let me log in with my account, that is an administrator account. Of course, I can create several users with different right access on the software. That means you can use this console for both your engineering team and, for example, your customers. As you can see, I have a list of customers that I can manage with my account. This software is multi-tenant. What you didn't see is that there are a set of operators that manage a set of customers that manage a set of devices. But I can only access to one operator and only a set of customers due to my account restriction. If I select a specific customer, I can access to the list of devices available for this customer. With the green flags are my devices up, in red my device is done, and in blue my device is never reached. The main advantage of the MSActivator is that you can manage all your type of devices, for example a Cisco 2900 series, a CSR, an iron port, a catalyst, a UC500 and so on and so forth. You can manage both physical devices and virtual devices. In this video, I will use the two first devices. Let me switch to the Asset tab, here it is, to get more details. The first one is a CSR 1000 Virtual running an iOS XE, and the second one is a Cisco 2900 running an iOS. Let me select the physical devices to enable NetFlow. Of course, I cannot access to the visibility and control reports menu because NetFlow is not activated. Before to start, let me show you the running configuration. Let me scroll down to see the interface configuration. There it is. And as you can see, NetFlow is not activated on my interfaces. So I'm gonna to activate it. I'm using what we call a template. A library of templates is available on the MSActivator. NetFlow configuration is part of this library. Let me show you an example of template. I'm gonna to log out from my account to use a super administrator account with a privilege to modify a template. All templates are stored in a central place called the repository. I can access to this repository using the Manage Repository menu. We have a repository common definition to store objects to consume the OBMF platform. We have a configuration repository to store templates. We have also, for example, a reports repository to store all additional reports. Let me select my configuration repository. Into each repository, I can restrict the access to a specific manufacturer, a specific model, or a specific customer. The application visibility and control template is part of the Cisco manufacturer. Let me open the application visibility and control template. So what is a template? A template is a part of configuration into which I will replace some keyword by a variable. For example, if I scroll down, I will replace my interface name by a variable. Here it is, interface monitor interface dot interface name. On the right panel, I can type my variable. In my case, my interface is a string. I can also set a default value. If I continue to read my template, I can see a if-else. I can create a monitor interface monitor input variable. Here it is. The type is Boolean. So if my variable will be set to true, I will push this configuration. I will push this part of configuration, else I will push this one. We use the Smarty framework. We can script whatever you want. For example, a loop for my interfaces. So the application visibility and control will create first a record nbar if the nbar variable is true. Then my template will create an exporter. We will send the netflow tickets to the IP collector netflow variable. Then the template will create the monitor. The monitor will use the record nbar if nbar is enabled, or use the classic record netflow. To finish, the template will apply this monitor to the defined interfaces. The next step is to custom this template to my device level, so let me use again my restricted account. Let me now select my security bootcamp customer, and then let me select the device, the physical devices, Cisco 29 AVC. Okay. Now to consume the template, I need first to attach this template to my device. For that, I use the general edit the configuration files link. I have a pop under, this device is deployed, do you confirm its update? Yes, I want. It is exactly what I want to do. Okay, and now I just need to browse to select my template. So I browse the configuration files repository, configuration, Cisco, and then I select application visibility control conf. Okay. I can choose to apply this template in pre-configuration or in post-configuration. Let's select post-configuration. And now I just need to define my variable. Do you remember the Boolean nbar? Now it is a basic checkbox, so to activate NetFlow I just need to check this box. Then interface to activate NetFlow. I would like to activate it in my external interface. IP collector NetFlow. So I would like to send my tickets to this IP. And then I can monitor a set of interface. So the first one that I would like to monitor is my external interface in input and in output. If you remember, I have added a loop in my template, so I can easily add additional interfaces. So let me add the gigabit 01 what I would like to monitor in output, and my interface gigabit 0/2 what I would like to monitor in input. And the last parameter is from which interface we will send the ticket. So it is my gigabit internet 00. I just need to click and save to apply this template. The MSActivator will be automatically generate the part of NetFlow configuration using the template and the variable definition that I did. Then the configuration will be automatically pushed on the device. I can check the configuration generated using the configuration files tab. Here it is. Here are my variables, and if I select my template, I can see a view generated file, and here is the part of configuration pushed on the device. I can find my flow record nbar. I can find my exporter that I send to this IP. I can find my flow monitor, and if I continue to scroll down, I can find my three interfaces, gigabit internet 00, where I monitor in input and in output, my 01 that I monitor in input, that I monitor in output, no in input, and gigabit 0/2 that I monitor only in input and no in output. As I said, the device is automatically updated with this configuration. So let me check the status of my device, and I can see configuration update. The last update was at 9.5, it is 9.6, so the device was updated a couple of seconds ago. Let me check the running configuration now. Let me scroll down. Here is my flow record and bar. Here is my flow exporter, and here is my flow monitor. If I continue to scroll down to check my interfaces configuration, I can see for my gigabit internet 0/0 that I apply my monitor in input and in output. For my gigabit 0/1 only in output, and for the last gigabit internet 0/2 I apply my monitor only in input. I can use an additional feature of the MSActivator, that is the change management. I can access using my menu. Each time the device is updated, the configuration is back up, so I can easily compare two different versions. Let me check the modification. Okay, here it is. So the first modification, of course, is the flow record that be added. If I scroll down, I can find my exporter and then my monitor. The next modification is regarding my gigabit internet 0/0, where I have activated IP and bar protocol discovery, IP flow monitor, UBIqube monitor input and output. If I continue to the next modification, it is regarding the gigabit internet 0/1, where I did my IP and bar protocol discovery plus my monitor in output. And the last modification is the gigabit 0/2 with my IP and bar protocol discovery and my IP flow monitor in input. So from now the MSActivator starts to collect NetFlow tickets. If I go back to my device level, it is, I can see that the visibility and control reports menu is available. Of course, there is no traffic because we've just started to collect, so I'm gonna to switch to the second device on which NetFlow is running for a couple of days. So let me go back to my customer level and select my CSR. So my CSR is a virtual device, but running an iOS XE, but it is exactly the same way. We apply the same template to activate NetFlow. I can show you using the configuration files. And as you can see here, I apply the same template, application visibility and control conf, with these parameters. Now I'm gonna to get the reports. I go to the supervision menu and click on visibility and control reports. The default graph is the top 10 application. Application is defined by nbar, and if nbar is not able to recognize the application, we use the port. The default time frame is the 6 last hour, but of course I can easily modify it by clicking on the button. The default log retention is 30 days, but we can increase or decrease this retention depending on server storage capability. The second report available is the throughput per application, in input and in output. We have also the number of new sessions for the top 10 application. We have error statistics with rejected, error incompleted and half open sessions. And for each application from the top 10, we have the detail per application. Let me select, for example, the HTTP tab with a detail for my HTTP. I have my average download bandwidth in input and in output, my throughput, my number of retransmission, my RTT, CST and CRT. We have also some statistics about the class of services with, for example, the bandwidth in input and in output and the number of error sessions with my rejected, my error incompleted and half opened. We have the top talkers in the LAN side and in the WAN side. We have also the top listeners still in the LAN side and in the WAN side. The last tab is the custom. As I've attached a specific template to enable NetFlow on my device, I can attach a new type of report that I can display in these tabs. By this way, you can monitor your own KPI. Let me select my custom reports. So here is a basic graph displaying my top 5 IP in my network. Of course, you can imagine whatever you want. Still using the MSActivator, I can choose to manage my application by, for example, blocking a specific application or a group of applications. To do that, I'm still using a template. Here is the list of templates already applied to my device. Here is my application visibility and control conf to enable NetFlow, and here is my application control that I can attach to my device to manage application. As you can see, at the bottom of the screen, there is IP SLA ICMP extended. That means I can manage everything using my template. We are not limited to application visibility and control. So to modify or to edit my my variable, I use the edit the configuration files link. This device is deployed, OK. And here I can select the application that I would like to block. So activate AVC feature, yeah. I can select a group of applications, for example, voice. Or I can select a specific application, for example, BitTorrent. BitTorrent. I can exempt traffic also. So to apply it and generate the configuration, one more time, I just need to click on the Save button. I can check the configuration generated. Application control, view generated file. So the MSActivator generates the class map with my application. Here is my application from the voice group of application, and here is my BitTorrent application. The MSActivator creates the access list, the policy map, and apply it on my external interface. I can go back to my device status, and as I can see, the configuration is updated. Instead of get the running configuration, I can use the change management to see easily the difference between the current configuration and the last one. So let me select this one and use the compare button. Let me go directly to the next modification. Okay. Here is the modification. So I've added the class map, and then with all my application, my protocols, and then here is the policy map. And for my gigabit internet one, that is my internal interface, I apply this policy. Still using the MSActivator, you can manage QoS. To do that, I'm going back to my device level and use the QoS policy menu. To add a new QoS, I just need to click on Edit QoS Policy Information. Okay, I define my bandwidth and edit outgoing 0 to edit the current QoS deployed on my device, or I can add a new one by clicking on the button. I just need to give a name to my QoS. Okay, I define the dedicated bandwidth, 15%. I can define my DSP, for example this one, and select which protocols will be attached to this QoS. So let me select HTTPS. Okay, secure HTTP. Right? And I just need to validate my traffic class. And now I validate all my modification. And I confirm. as you can see, I cannot apply this modification because the total amount of bandwidth exceeds 75%. So let me go back and modify the HTTP policy. I will edit the outgoing 0, that is my HTTP QoS, to decrease the amount of bandwidth. Let me validate again, and confirm this modification. Let me back to my device. One more time, you can see that my device is automatically updated. Let me check the modification using the change management feature. Let me go directly to the next modification. So I have a new class map for my HTTPS that matches the protocol secure HTTP. The next modification is regarding my HTTPS, the priority percent is 15%, and for my HTTP the bandwidth percent is 40 instead of 60. So this is how we can manage application visibility and control using the MSActivator, including provisioning, configuration, reporting, application management, QoS management. So this is how we manage application visibility and control using the MSActivator. That includes provisioning, configuration, reporting, application management, and QoS management. The MSActivator is not limited to application visibility and control. You can get more information about our product on our website www.UBIqubesolution.com, and you can also contact our sales team with a presence in Europe, USA, Middle East, Far East, India by email sales@ubiqube.com. They will be happy to show you all the MSActivator capabilities. This demo is now ended. Thanks for watching. Bye.